The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is the Eagles Sports Network. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman's newest assistant football coach, Bret Story. Welcome to Mossy Creek, coaching wide receivers and the Eagles' new recruiting coordinator. What made you want to make the move over to East Tennessee and join Mike Clowney's staff?
Known Carson-Newman Football for a long time, graduating from Newberry, coaching at Newberry for a year. Carson-Newman's always been good football, especially Coach Clowney, meeting him through the recruiting process when I was at other schools. Such a great guy, and what he stands for, I really believe in.
Talk about the relationship with Coach Clowney. Just what is it about your crossing paths on the recruiting trails that really led you to come here?
Well, I knew Coach Clowney through the recruiting process stuff, just going to different state games, maybe schools. But what really got us more together was actually Coach Clowney and me played for the same head coach by the name of Bill Owens. So I knew what Coach Owens was about, a great mentor of mine, and he actually told me when the job opened and Coach Clowney had gotten the head coaching job. And as soon as that happened, I tried to get in touch with him because I knew what he was about and the Christian faith he believes in and what he tries to instill in his players. And it's just something I want to be a part of.
You look at what you come into, not a lot of work to be done in that receiving room. Braxton Westfield, Romaine Kelly, the fastest man in college football, Devon Moore. You've got speed, you've got height, you've got depth. I know you haven't been on campus long, but what work is there to be done with a group that really doesn't lose anybody from last season? Well,
that's one thing that definitely intrigued me about the job too, coming in with such a good receiving corps. It always makes the coach look better when the guys he's coaching are really good. So I expect a lot of big things. I'm probably more the guy that's going to be trying to push them in the right direction more than coaching them. Hopefully a couple things that I instill in them and teach them they'll be able to use it on the football field and make them a lot better players.
What do you want to be the hallmark of that position group?
Well, there's usually a couple things, but I call it competitive greatness, and that's being at your best when your best is needed. And they'll hear me talk about that a lot, which these guys, the first day I came out and was out in an early morning practice doing mat drills, the competition was way above than I thought it would be, just because of moving coaches, not knowing, but they came out and they responded well.
You look at the other side of your job description, recruiting coordinator. What defines that role for you?
Just keeping everything organized, making sure guys are in the right spot where they're supposed to be. I know this staff has had, there's a lot of older guys here that have been recruiting for Carson-Newman for a long time, so I'm probably going to learn more from them than I'm going to teach them, but just trying to keep everything organized for Coach Clowney. If he asks a question or if there's a guy that comes in that we don't know about, we know the area where the coach is recruiting.
Bret, thanks for the time and welcome.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Go Eagles.
It's Carson-Newman's new receivers coach and recruiting coordinator, Bret Story. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, and this is the Eagles Sports Network.